Good afternoon. It's Kimball Sargent here, your self-care coach. And this is our second class on live well in a sick world. And, last week it seemed like the world was going upside down and not much has righted itself in the past week. And so I was thinking about, I've kind of redone the class as I saw it because I want to give you the information that I think will be most beneficial to you in supporting your immune health. I said this last week and I'll say it again. There is no cure for the COVID-19, and there's nothing that we know of right now that is going to treat it. The best that you can do right now and be an active participant in your life and in your wellness is for you to take care of your immune system. For those of you that don't know me and weren't here last week, I'm Kimball Sargent. I am a holistic healthcare coach with a background of private practice for 25 years as a holistic nurse psychotherapist, neurolinguistics programming, and holistic health care with energy healing for the last 14 years. And I want to give you some strategies today that will help you with your immune system. The immune system is something that many people in the United States really don't think about nearly as much as they should. And part of that is because we live in this world that we are so focused on the pharmaceutical answer. And if there were a medication right now that was able to take care of this, I would be all about it, but there's not. And the truth is, there's always going to be things that there's not a medication for. And even more than that, if there is a simple, natural solution that you can use instead of a medicine, then you're better off doing that. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about supplements that can help you strengthen and boost your immune system. Now, some people say, well, I don't know why I should supplement. I eat lots of the green leafy vegetables. And I tell people, one of the things is what you're eating. You got to have 60 grams of protein. You got to have the green leafy vegetables. And then you want lots of color. You want carrots. You want beets. You want colored peppers, all of these things. But the truth is that our souls have been depleted. When I was a little girl, my grandfather was a farmer, and he always rotated his crops because he always wanted his soil to be rich. But somewhere along the way, that went by the wayside, and our soil is no longer good. And you know what? Your foods can only hold as much nutrition as the soils have. In May of last year, I was in Italy, and all of their greens and things are so green, and the vegetables and all so vibrant. Well, the reason for that is because their soil is rich and they've kept good farming practices. So what do you do if the soils don't have what they need? Let me tell you a little joke first. Who remembers Popeye? Popeye was so cute. And Popeye ate, a can or two of spinach a day, and he was just as strong as he could be. Well, the bad news is today Popeye would have to eat 100 pounds of spinach. So does that make the picture pretty clear of how bad the soil is? So I'm going to share with you today some supplements that are great at keeping your body healthy. I'm also going to give you a little bit of information about supplements. Supplements are not regulated by the FDA. And that's really okay, because if they ever get regulated, things might happen like happened with the testing of this virus. The first week of February, UNC Chapel Hill had a test that could have been used widespread in North Carolina for the virus. And it was only about a week ago that they got permission to release that. And it wasn't changed at all. So obviously it was a good test. So supplements are things that you want to know that when you buy them, that they're good. But here's how they're graded. The last time any legislation went out about supplements was about 1917. And at that time, they didn't have very good ways of seeing what was in the bottles or looking what was in the supplements. And so what was put out was that the supplement had to be 17% of what was on the label. And it didn't have to be equally distributed because they had no way to figure that out. So if you buy a really cheap supplement, you may not be even getting that supplement. What you may be getting is that amount of the supplement in one pill. So you really want to think and get a supplement that has been tested, that company has it tested in a lab. And if it is organic, that it is USDA organic, that, it has been checked out. So the supplements I'm going to suggest for you today, one of them is vitamin C. There's a lot of vitamin C products out there, but be sure you get one that is tested by other labs. It's very good for you. Another thing is magnesium. Magnesium is great for the immune system, and anyone who has a compromised immune system is probably deficient in magnesium. So those are two. And now I'm going to tell you my 3 favorites. One of these is barley grass. And barley grass, this is a little book by Patrick Millsap, The Essential Guide of Green Barley Grass. Green barley grass provides all of the amino acids that the body can't make for itself. It is a great detoxifier. In fact, it detoxifies heavy metals. So if you get this horrible virus or some bacteria or something in your body, you want your body to be working to clear itself of it. It has full of chlorophyll. When you use barley grass each day, if you use recommended dosages, or not, it's not dosages, it's servings. If you use a recommended servings, you'll get all the green leafy vegetables that are required. Now you want more than that. So it's not a problem to eat green leafy vegetables and to use a barley grass. And my favorite one is the J Green enzymes that Nikan makes. It is a wonderful product, and it really does boost the immune system. You want to be doing mushrooms. Mushrooms are an amazing support for the body's immune system. And what all do mushrooms do? Well, they provide immune support. They are full of antioxidants. We talked last week that antioxidants are the way that the body gets rid of free radicals. So this is very important. They're anti-inflammatory. I told you last week, inflammation is at the root of all illness. So you don't want to have inflammation in your body. They help you manage blood sugar. So those of you that are pre-diabetic, and remember, diabetes is one of the risk factors for the COVID. It supports brain health and cognition. And don't we all want to think a little clearer? They support the nervous system, and it increases energy and stamina. Well, I think that since this all started, I might need more energy and stamina. And some of you stay-at-home moms that now have the kids home, and you are trying to get your housework done and do all those things, be a homeschool teacher and run the household, you might need them as well. Now, the mushroom product that I really love is called Immunity. It's one of Nikan's products. It has 14 different mushrooms in it. So if you want information on that, I'll be happy to give it to you. It's my go-to. I'll tell you that when I fly, I take 2 a day, but when I fly on airplanes, I will take 6 servings before I get on and 6 servings after I get off, because you're rebreathing all that air, and that's really not good for you. The other supplement that I truly love is something called lactoferrin. And lactoferrin is something that naturally occurs in mother's milk, and it's something that boosts your immune health. Now, the lactoferrin that I use is something that works on our GI tract. In case you don't know, 80% of your immune function is in your gut. So if you don't have a healthy gut, nothing else really works. And using immunity is a great way to boost, to give yourself energy. And I'll tell you, lactoferrin is antimicrobial. It is an immune modulator. It's great for the intestinal health. It's good for the hemoglobin. And the things that it does for you is it boosts that immune system. It will defend against any kind of pathogens that are trying to come in. It can provide relief from candida if you have that. And candida definitely is a drain on the immune system. It can help if antibiotics, if you're on those, and it can help keep you from getting rid of the good bacteria in your gut when you're on those. It also, in some studies, they found that lactoferrin can suppress tumor growth. So it also helps to increase the absorption of all the nutrients you're taking in. And right now we've talked about how important that is for your immune health, is getting the right nutrients. It keeps the flora in your body healthy, and it supports digestion. So lactoferrin is great. It is really one of my very favorite things. And I'll tell you what I do. I take one of these a day. Right now I'm taking two a day. But if I ever feel like I'm feeling, just under the weather, I'll take two of these and I'll wait 2 hours and I'll take two more, and I just keep doing it until I feel better. Now, none of these things that I've talked to you about today are a treatment or a cure for COVID. What I'm talking to you about is supporting your immune health. There are lots of other things that you need to do with that. Again, I talked about these last week, but I'm going to review just a little bit. You need to be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water a day. You're probably rolling your eyes because you've heard me say it before, but this is absolutely critical for your lymph system and the rest of your body to work as it should. You got to stay in that bed 8 hours. A couple of nights then this past week, I woke up before the 8 hours. It was like 7.5. I just laid there and breathed gently and let my body do the repair. Sleep is imperative, and you got to be moving. Go outside, walk around in your backyard. I know that right now we're not supposed to be out and about in Wake County, and lots of other places are sort of on lockdown. But if you've got a backyard, go and walk in it, and you want to be out there for at least 10 minutes a day in the sunshine. Vitamin D and fresh air are great for your immune system. So you can take care of yourself. Now, because you're part of this and you've watched my video and taken my class, if you would like a free assessment, then you can go to www.wellnesssolutionsnow.com and give me your email address and your name, and I will send you a free wellness assessment. I'll also let you know that I am doing free 30 minutes assessments for anyone who would like one, to know ways to work specifically with their situation and boost their immune system at this current time. Now, you can find me on Wellness Solutions Today on Facebook, at my website, which is Wellness Solutions Today, and all of this will be typed where this is posted. I want to thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you next week, and I am wishing you an energetic, abundant day. Thank you for joining me today.